This is the first session of managing safety from an Islamic perspective. In this session, I will be discussing the background to Islamic-based safety. In 1992, I was involved in a research project titled Labor Force 2000 at the State University of New York. This research highlighted the demographic changes of the workforce that would occur in the year 2000. The changes in the workforce, as supported by statistics by the U.S. Department of Labor, indicated an increase in the number of multicultural and multinational employees. At that time, the challenges put to U.S. employers were to understand this new workforce and learn how to benefit from its diversity. 4 years later, in 1996, I was a safety advisor in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. I was looking through books at the King Faisal Islamic Research Library and came across a book titled Islamization of Knowledge by Dr. Ismail Faruqi. The scope of the book was centered around recasting knowledge, humanity, science, sociology, etc., from a rational or secular point of view back to an Islamic perspective. At that time, I had no knowledge about understanding or applying workplace safety from an Islamic perspective. However, the book, with Allah's permission, inspired me to begin researching how the Quran and the Sunnah can be applied to the field of safety management. My involvement with the Labor Force 2000 project and the challenges posed to U.S. employees and employers were now on me as a U.S. citizen working with Muslim employees in Saudi Arabia. With the book Islamization of Knowledge in hand, I was encouraged to study the cultural relationship between the Quran and the Sunnah and workplace safety. Moreover, as value and cultural-based interventions are rooted in world-class safety performance, I envision such research would enable me to lay the foundation for a world-class safety system, in addition to better communicating safety management to Muslim employees. Some may wonder how Islam and workplace safety are connected, considering Islam is a religion and workplace safety is something technical. Well, the teaching of Islam and the safety of human life are very much connected. This connection was established in two divine sources, the Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet, peace be upon him, that was given to the Muslims some 1400 years ago. The Quran and Sunnah's central notion of justice is the protection of the religion, the soul, the mind, honor, and property. Its aim is to safeguard this world by safeguarding or preventing harm to the vicegerents of this world, that is, the human beings. As the content of all session will illustrate the connection between workplace safety and Islam, I want to illustrate just a few examples of how the Quran and the Sunnah enables the protection of harm with regard to religious mandates. It is permissible for a person to disrupt his prayers and avert danger or help someone in danger and then return to complete the rest of his prayers. In the event where eating unlawful food such as pork would mean facing death by starvation, it can be eaten on the ground of necessity. Drinking alcohol is forbidden, but if a person chokes while eating and no other liquid other than wine is available, he may drink it to the extent necessary to avert danger. Because of the Quran and Sunnah divine origin, the Muslim must submit, uphold, and exemplify harm protection in all aspects of life, even in the workplace. Muslims should act as if they are in the presence of Allah at all times, to whom all things, actions, and motives are known. After some understanding of the Islamization of knowledge, the results of my research have culminated in the development of a safety approach and communication strategies for Muslims called Islamic-based safety. Thank you for watching, and join me in the next session as I discuss Islamic-based safety.